everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And it's Monday Night Live. What are the best investments? This is an open discussion tonight, and welcome. Stop Struggling Now hoodie. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And here we are on a Monday Night Live, and I was late tonight because I was doing some long-term studying today with a guy that has been a crypto miner. He's been doing crypto for the last 10 or 11 years, and he started talking, and we went back and forth. And of course, whenever two people start going back and forth and we're trying to figure out some solutions to problems, well, the talk just keeps going on and on. So a lot of you know already that we're trying to do the SSN lifestyle. So with that and crypto, which is the future, there's certain things that come along with that. And now I find out that Bitcoin has limited transaction power, like seven transactions per second. Ethereum is limited to a certain amount of transactions. So therefore the Lightning Network has come out, and the Lightning Network basically bypasses Ethereum blockchain. It goes from point A to point B, but it does this layer 2, which bypasses it and then drops back down into the blockchain on the other end. So that's why it's a little bit faster. Now I find out about BSV, which actually is faster than both Ethereum and Bitcoin combined in the conversion of when I send you crypto, it's there like seconds, almost like a Visa transaction, like a PayPal, like a Cash App, seconds. And I find out their blockchains are larger. And he did some demonstrations, but we're going to talk about that on another day. Tonight, we're going to talk about in an open discussion. Let me know what you think are the best investments going forward. Because as you know, everybody has their own idea of investments. Some people are thinking stocks, naturally. Some people are going, well, I made a ton of money investing in crypto, naturally. Some other people will say, well, I think art. I've invested in NFTs and I made thousands of dollars on these little NFTs plus real art on a wall. I make money. But what about the gold and silver guys? They say, well, I've been making money as well because 2 years ago it was a certain price. Now another few years, it's another price. So tonight we can talk about it all. As you know, this is what we do on Stop Struggling Now live feeds. So I know it was late. It was last minute because I flew over to Florida and I had a little jet lag for a change because I was doing an overnight flight, and it ends up being where I almost burnt off a day. So again, I'm sorry I'm late for the Monday Night Live, but normally we do it like 30 minutes before now, at least 30 to 45 minutes before now. So I'll get into it, but welcome back to the live stream. John Ruck, thank you so much for the donation. Told you I would be back. Yes, you are, and here you are. Thank you so much, John Ruck. We got a lot to talk about as usual, but tonight it's opened up. It's like whoever wants to chime in, let me know, because I want to know what people are thinking. I want to know what you think the best investments are. I can keep telling you what I think the best investments are, but let me know what you think in open discussion. And so I'll keep going with the discussion because, again, today we have word of a coin that we talked about on Friday, which was called XCUR, XCUR. And apparently it shot up from like $2 to $5, $6 today. So people doubled their money literally today. This is happening quite a bit in crypto. So a lot of people would say, well, crypto's an asset. And I kind of agree with them because now it's becoming more and more like a store of value, especially when we're talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. But once you understand what Bitcoin is, it's kind of like, why does it keep going up? That's what it's ultimately going to be, but it keeps going up. So therefore it has to be an investment. If people are going to earn 10, 20, 30, 40% on their money in less than a year, then you're going to consider that an asset and you're going to want to put your money in there. Nobody wants to put their money somewhere that's earning 1%, 0%, 3%, when there's people around you, all around you going, hey, I doubled my money today. What did you do? I invested in crypto. I doubled my money today. What did you do? I invested in stocks. So by the way, everybody who's here, I want to welcome you here on a Monday Night Live. Please smash that like button. All right. And also, the new CEO of My Life hoodie has come out today. We finally got them printed up because of the pandemic, so you guys can see how it is. So, we already had the T-shirts. We also have hoodies, but because of the pandemic, they were late with the hoodies, but they just arrived. So that is a good thing. Now, you can get your hoodies, obviously, at the StopStrugglingNow.com website. Go to SSN Merchandise. Or down below, we are in the merch shelf. You can see something there as well. All right. So, again, let me know what you guys are thinking about this investments these days. Is it crypto? Is it art like NFT, which is part of crypto? Is it going to be stocks? Is it going to be real estate? What is it going to be that's going to get you over the hump and start making you invest? That's the real kicker. That's what I want to know. Right on. Melanie Bonito with the icon next to her name. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday night. And thank you so much for being a member of the channel. And again, Melody Bonita is known as Miss 21 Streams of Income, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you heard me right. 21 streams of income. And I always give her a little promo because anybody that's working that hard or not that hard, having fun and making money, well, we got to give them props. Well, got to give her props. Under her name, you can see it, Melody Bonita. You just go to Amazon. She has books. Just go there. Under her name, you can see everything she has. And it has to do with financial. It has to do with psychology, sociology even. I can't believe it. She has a lot of books, not just one catering to one audience. She does a lot of things. So I like what she has to say, and I would suggest going over to see her books. So again, I don't have any links down below. Nope. You got to go to Amazon for that one. But anyhow, let me know what you guys think about the asset classes. What are you going to be doing? Tanisha Lyles is in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. What up, family? Ready for this week's projections? Exactly. There you go. Hello, everyone. Let's do this. Victor Marrero's in the house with the icon next to his name, along with Tanisha Lyles with the icon next to her name. That's members of the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. And I want to also thank John Ruck, the first man in today. He comes in and he donates $2. And I humbly appreciate that again. Thank you so much. All right. So let me know what you guys think are the assets, because you can go any different way. There is no one solution. That is one of the problems. People think, hey, you know what? I heard my friend and made a lot of money in stocks, so I think I'm just going to stick with stocks. Another person says, I heard my friends investing in crypto. They made a lot of money in crypto, so I'll just pay attention to crypto and nothing else. Another guy's going, well, I don't know anything about crypto or anything, but this NFT stuff, I know what it is, and I can post up some digital stuff, and people bought some from me. So I like NFTs. That's what. Another person says, hey, I invested in real estate, and I'm making a profit every month, every year. So I'm going to stick with real estate. Well, it's all right all the way around. There is no wrong. The only wrong is if you do not invest at all. That's the wrong part. You have to take a risk. And that's what investing is, ladies and gentlemen. It is a risk. No matter what's happening right now, because it seemingly everything is going up, but there's a reason. Everything is a risk when you're taking your money out of your pocket, out of your bank account, and saying, I'm going to put it towards whatever. It could be any asset class, gold, silver, precious metals. It does not matter, because gold, silver, and precious metals are an asset class that a lot of millions of people swear by as well. But again, you got to diversify. This is how you stay ahead of the game, and you have to study. That's also how you stay ahead of the game. Nothing lasts forever. If you think about it, the guy who said, well, I got a horse and carriage. when the first cars came out and they could only go like 10 miles down the way before they're breaking down. People were going, well, see, there you go. That'll be a reason why I'll never buy a car or never invest in a car company. Those are the kind of things that you have to think about, right? So just because the guy decided that he wasn't going to invest in a car company, that's fine. But maybe he turned around and invested in Coca-Cola, who only sold like 24 cases of Coke their first year. Maybe the guy said, you know what, let me invest in Coca-Cola instead of the car business. You just never know, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you have to keep your eyes and ears open and always learning. All right? Because you never know what's going to be the next big thing. Goodbye to New Costa Rec. Reporting is finished. Thank you, 300. Thank you, 300s once again in the house. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live. And once again, his prophecy keeps on going. This is the man that said, hey, AG Jewelers, even though they came back in January for that brief moment when they were reporting to all three and then Experian removed them, then Experian put them back on. The man even said then, he goes, oh, they're done. And then not only did he say they're done, he said they're all done. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? My jeweler still reports. Newco still reports. Kickoff still reports. All these companies still report. He was like, no. It's not only going to be AG. And luckily for me, he didn't take me up on my offer, because I always do this thing when somebody says something and they're convicted by it, and they have a conviction. I said, okay, well, put your money up where your mouth is. So I said, all right, I'll put up $1,000. You put up 1,000, and we'll see what happens. Well, he didn't take me up on the offer, so I end up not losing, but I would have lost. But the whole time, he's been saying for the last 2 months, 3 months, he's like, hey, man, they're all going to go down. Insider. That's who Thank You 300 is. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, it looks like you were right. Good evening, Mr. Burning Fam. 100 Wilson Coos in the house with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Yeah, so when it comes to investing, let me know what you think is going to be the next frontier for investing, because I think there's a few things that you can do, but 1, stocks, naturally. 2, crypto, naturally. 3, there's offshoots of both of those together. So in other words, with stocks, I can buy an index fund. I can buy an ETF. I can buy individual stocks. With crypto, I can also buy like a GBTC, which is basically an ETF for Bitcoin. I can buy Bitcoin. Now I can also earn interest on my money by putting it in like Celsius, for instance, or a BlockFi or a Voyager. And by the way, the links are down below for all this I mentioned. Voyager, BlockFi, Celsius, all down below. Get your free shares of stock from Robinhood and Webull if you don't know about that already. The links are also down below. But again, you can now invest in crypto. You can do an ETF. You can actually buy the coin. You can actually put it on an exchange. I'll call Celsius an exchange, Voyager, BlockFi, and a few other places. And they'll give you interest daily on keeping your crypto there. So it turns into more vehicles to earn money while you sleep, which is the quintessential thing about an asset. So that's why a lot of people will say, I'm all in on real estate, because real estate usually does 2 things. It goes up in value, and you can rent it out to make more money. So you'll get the appreciation, plus you'll get monthly income coming in. And the more of that you get, the more monthly income you could have coming in. The same rules are going to apply now with things like Celsius, Voyager, BlockFi, who are going to give people 7%, 8%, 10%, 13%, 15% on your money, which is 1% per month if you hold certain coins. Oh, and by the way, get your free $10 of Coinbase down below if you haven't already signed up with Coinbase. All right. So again, we still have other things like precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, uranium, copper, things like that. So some people might say, hey, Eric, I don't want to buy these coins. They're heavy. I don't want to buy these bars. They're heavy. Okay, well, guess what? Just like with any asset, there's derivatives. So just like they have ETFs for Bitcoin, ETFs for all autonomous driving, 5G, there's an ETF for that. Well, there's ETFs for gold and silver as well. On the stock market, same thing. So now when the gold and silver goes up, your stock goes up. And the same thing happens if gold and silver goes down. But the fact of the matter is, you can earn dividends on your gold and silver when you invest in a stock on an ETF, like a DRD, for instance. In AUY, they give you dividend or interest. I call it interest, but it's really dividends. But the fact of the matter is, if you can earn 4, 5, 6, 7% while you're holding it, that's an asset. And you also earn appreciation with precious metals. 2 years ago, silver was $13 an ounce. Now it's 25, 26. All right. Gold was down around 1350, 1400, whatever. Now it's around 17, 1800. It still goes up, ladies and gentlemen, is my point. That's why it's considered an asset. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Upstart, stock to the moon. Tell me about it. Talk about something that's crazy. Upstart, TKAT. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it's off the charts. NFTs have just got labeled as Ponzi scheme. Hey, it's no shocker there, man. No shocker. I don't know how it's a Ponzi, but it's the government. When they're starting to talk about people that gave away art for free, and then he puts it on like Beeple, and all of a sudden he's able to sell something, his artwork, for $69 million. Other artwork for $6 million. The man made $100 million in less than 2 weeks from selling art that previously was free. That's crazy right there. So it's no surprise. Who labeled it Ponzi scheme? Let me know. Chap, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for your donation. I humbly appreciate that. Thank you. Right on. At Chap, thanks. Cool. Right on, man. Thank you so much. I got a lot of gold and silver March 16, 2020 when it dipped way low. Oh, yes, exactly. John Ruck, you were Johnny on the spot. Yeah, it dipped back to, I believe it was $16, $15 an ounce. Real quick. It was like brief, just for like hours. And then it kind of recovered like $1 or $2, as I recall. But yeah, that is awesome, man. That's the best time to do it. 2020, I figured you were talking about 2020. I knew that's right, because right now the dip has only got you down about 24, 23. So I know in 2020, when it was March, everything was dropping like a rock because they didn't want people to invest. How this works is when the silver or gold drops, or the stock market drops, I'll put it that way, stock market drops, what normally happens is people will take their money out and invest in stable, like gold and silver are generally stable. So they'll invest there. So now what they started manipulating was they'll bring the price of gold and silver down when the stock market starts going down. So therefore, people are reluctant to put their money into gold and silver. So that's the reason why there's a correlation now, because it's manipulated. When in fact, in the old days, it would have risen. Just like a velocity shock, like a TVIX or a VIX or a CBOE, something of that nature. All right, let's see. Buy a firm to the moon soon. We'll double. Big news soon. Yes, I agree with you 100%. If anybody's not familiar with a firm processes payments. They actually they have backing where they can give payment plans to people. And that's not all. And yes, there is some other news. I know a little bit about the news, but I'm pretty sure Thank You 300 might have some info, but I'm going with him. Oh, by the way, because I was with the crypto guy all day, it was pretty major. I wasn't able to tell members of the channel what I bought today. And the funny part that Thank You 300 is talking about, I actually bought a firm today. I bought TKAT today, and I bought something else. I just can't remember the third one. Hold on. Why don't we do this? It's real time, right? Let me go see what the third one was. Can't remember the third. Let's see. Let me go see what the third. Let me know what you guys are doing this week, because Affirm, Upstart. Oh, Affirm, Upstart, and Tacon Art. TKAT. Upstart is UPST, and Affirm is AFRM. Those were the three today. And I might as well give the members of the channel are going to find this out tomorrow. Today, I also received dividends. Ladies and gentlemen, making money while you sleep. That is why stocks are an asset, because here's another little offshoot, dividends. I received dividends from Lumens, Hecla Mining, Arbor Trust, all today. All right. And that's from investments previously. And in Lumens, that used to be CenturyLink. That is earning over 10% a year. All right. Hecla Mining, it's minor. It's a mining stock, but they're still giving me like pennies a share every 3 months. I mean, it's not major, but anyhow, it's still money being given. All right. And what was the other one? I can't remember the third. Oh, Arbor Realty Trust, the best of both worlds. Last year in March, Arbor ABR dropped to under $10 a share. If you would have invested any time between March and like July, you'd be earning like 14, 15% on any money that you invested last year. So that's what we were doing. We were telling people ABR, a bunch of others. So again, down 25 bureau points, minus 500 New Coast Direct. Man, this is unbelievable. The credit bureaus have taken over, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, it wasn't AG's fault, as it turns out. It looks like it's not My Jewelers or New Coast. I can't believe this chap is the second person that is mentioned, and Thank You 300 is the third, I guess. Chap's the Thank You 300 is the second. Chap is the third that mentioned New Coast Direct, and My Jewelers Club was no longer reporting to any of the bureaus. So let me know, chap, if New Coast is not reporting to, they only were reporting to two. They were reporting to, I believe it was Equifax and TransUnion. I can't remember, but it was just two of them. So let me know if they're not reporting to anybody anymore, and if My Jewelers is not reporting to anybody anymore. But anyhow, everybody knows I made a video about it. The credit bureaus are not your friend. That's the name of the video. And once this stuff started happening with AG, who was reporting for 6-7 years, and there was really no reason that they would remove them. Well, there might be a reason, but the point I'm trying to make is when you don't get callbacks and you get the statement like, well, we're investigating or looking into something, and they don't say what it is, then you know that's not a good sign. And then you know when somebody's reporting for 14 years like Ox and Hutton Chase, and then they get yanked with no explanation. They're using a third party, but still they're getting yanked. You start to question what's going on. So it all happened all of a sudden. And now with My Jewelers and New Coast, and with Kickoff, and with Chime, this is no coincidence. It's being done on purpose. All right. Can't go wrong with investing in those well-known companies, as well as rental real estate. People will still need roof over their heads. That's passive income is sweet. Exactly. That is the whole theory behind real estate. People always will need a place to live, no matter what the cost. So that's the beauty of it, right? Every year right now, you're going to see, if you rent, you're going to see an increase. And whether that's $50, $25, or $150, it's what the market is going to bear. But you have an option to move. But then it's like, where you're going to move to. And then by the time the expenses are spent for the cost to move, all of a sudden you start going, well, it's going to cost me $2,000, $3,000 to move. And when you divide that by 12, okay, so I'll pay the extra 100. That's what it boils down to. It's going to be an economic situation. So yes, real estate, that is the reason why a lot of people hold commercial real estate. This is why you hold real estate that pays you. Just a perfect example of what Victor Marrero is saying. There is a huge difference between getting a loan for a house, which you have to pay for, and having a house or a condo or or a townhouse or whatever the case may be, or a commercial location where people are paying you. And then you use that stream of income to support your lifestyle. And then it doesn't really matter if you rent or own a house because you're using streams of income to pay for it. So that's the way you want to do it. That's how you have to start thinking, because otherwise you're going to be behind the 8 ball, because you win both ways. Don Jones, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. We started late, everybody, so I thank you for being here. And please smash that like button. And again, look at the items below in the description, because there's free $10 from Coinbase. There's free stock from Robinhood and Webull. There's also Celsius Network, where if you send $200 or more over to Celsius Network, or buy in $200 or more at Celsius Network, they give you $30 free Bitcoin. Voyager, if you send $100 or more over in a coin, or upload $100 or more into the wallet, then you will get $25 in free Bitcoin. And of course, there's a free $10 in Coinbase just for signing up. And some people have been signing up using my link. So I want to thank you very much in case you're watching this, because you got a free $10 worth of Bitcoin. All right. Yeah, a few hours. Exactly, John Ruck. I know, because I was checking it out, because back then that's when you were supposed to be getting the gold and silver and precious metals, because that intraday dip, it was major. It went down like $2, $3, as I recall. It was crazy. What is the stock letters for the mining stock? Oh, okay. In fact, I'm going to do something like this. Here you go. I'm going to show you something. Let's go with my favorites. I'll go with the favorites first. Let me, I was on Xcur today. This stock is this coin is the one that I was talking about that went up today. This is what happened today. This is today. It was like, wait, is this today? That's not today, though. March 21st is Sunday. I think it's down here. Yeah, here we go. It doesn't give me the price. But anyhow, I can't tell the price on this. $4 went up to $6, but it was down to $1 or something. Oh, here we go. But anyhow, people told me that it went up well today. I didn't invest in Xcur, so I can't really say. But here goes some mining stocks. DRD. Oh, hold on. Let me get this on the screen. Oh, it is on the screen. All right. Here you go. Reason why I always start with DRD, because it's gold. They're recovery metal, retreatment of surfaces. They're not really miners. But here's the point. Gold and silver in South Africa is major, and they give 7.86% dividend. Every 3 months, you receive dividends, and the price is only $9.72. Let me show you. And it's been going down, which is bizarre, but it's still 7.86% on your money. All right. Now, AUY. Here we go. Canadian company that owns and operates gold, silver, and copper mines in Canada, Chile, Brazil, and Argentina. AUY. And we receive 2.3% on our investment at this price point. All right, $4.57. The reason why I like this better than holding the actual physical is because I earned at least 2.3%. Physical, I earned nothing. It goes in a black hole. All right. This is what me and Yankee have talked about before. And our differences of opinion is only that how you store it. And physical means it's in your care. But during the time while we're waiting for this apocalyptic crash or whatever's going to happen, we're not earning anything. So 2 years ago, when I bought ounces, like I would buy every 10 ounces. So when I used to buy it $12, $13, $14 for 10 ounces, I'm not earning anything on that this whole time. Yes, the prices went up to $26. So I have depreciation, but I don't realize that gain until I sell it to somebody. Meanwhile, I'm earning on DRD, I'm earning like more than 8% on my money for the last 2 years for the same investment. So that's why I have a different point of view than my good friend Yankee on how much actual physical gold and silver I should have. Then another one, BTG. Here's BTG, which gives no dividends, but again, Canadian mining company that owns and operates gold mines in Mali, Namibia, and the Philippines. All right. Now, let's go with something else. PLG. Here's PLG, Platinum Group Metals. All right. Volatile, no dividend, but again, they invest in all different kind of metals. It's gold, it's copper, it's silver, it's platinum. Okay. So there goes another one. So hopefully that helps you. John Ruck. Those are the few. Hopefully that helps. All right. John Ruck, thanks. All right. Pretty Black, I was watching your stock video. Can you elaborate more on how to transfer out of Robinhood? Which company is best to purchase stock through? Pretty Black, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Okay. With transferring out, all you have to do, there's a go to, well, it's hard to really, you have to open up your app. I'll put it this way. Go to Webull, open your app, and then you'll see an option to transfer from another account. Okay. And that's how you basically transfer. There's nothing hard about it. It's almost like wiring money, except in this case, when you're in Robinhood, you have an account number, and then in Robinhood, you're going to send all your stock. Okay. All stock. You can't send, if you have stock in crypto, you can't send stock in crypto. So I'm going to open up something and I'll go, let me see if I can get in here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You know, we can do this live. Let me see. I'm going to go show you. They're not going to let me in here yet. Okay. Let's go. All right. Let's go. Transfer stocks into Webull, for instance. Let's just say you're going to go into Webull. All right. So once you go into Webull, you can transfer stocks. So I'll show on the screen. So see, you can see that right there. I can't get it. Transfer. Let's go. Transfer to Webull. So if you have any of those accounts, any of those, plus some others, then you click on transfer to Webull, and then they give you information on how to do it. Okay. And you can see what it tells you. Identical account name. Transferred assets to be worth more than 500. Cash balance should be more than $75 if you have a cash balance. Please read carefully. So that's pretty much it. All right. So when you do that, you'll click on it. And then this is what you need. And this is how they all go. You need your account number from Robinhood, and then your transfer type. And then I'm going to show you transfer type is going to be full or partial. So again, you want to transfer full. Now, just keep in mind, make sure that Robinhood, or if you're transferring from Robinhood to Webull, just make sure you have that Robinhood has the same stocks. All right. You got to make sure Robinhood and Webull have the same type of stocks. That's the only thing you got to remember. All right. So hopefully that helps you out. But that is the exact same way. So you're going to need your account number from Robinhood. You log in Robinhood, go under that person on the bottom right, and that'll give you your account number. And then in Robinhood, you can say transfer to, and then they'll give you your account number. But again, if you have crypto in Robinhood, it will not transfer the crypto. So you're going to have to sell the crypto. And it takes a week to 10 days for the transfer to happen. So let's just say you did a transfer today. You cannot trade, buy, or sell your stock at that point. It's frozen. All right. And if you have stock that they do not have on the Webull platform, you're going to lose that stock. So you got to make sure that whatever stock they have, And that goes across the board. If you have a TD Ameritrade, if you have a JP Morgan, whatever the case may be, you got to make sure, if you don't use mainstream stocks, you got to make sure that they have those on their platform, because if they do not, it will not be accepted and it'll be lost. All right. So those are the two things. So hopefully that helps you out. All right. F stoppers report it as Ponzi. Okay. I don't know who F stoppers are though, but I mean, anybody can say it's Ponzi, but you know who has to say it's a Ponzi? That has to be the SEC or the United States government, because until then, F stoppers, that's fine, but until the government says something, then it's not going to matter. People are still going to buy and sell. Did you mention Upstart stock? Curtis Davis, welcome to the Monday night live stream, aka Mr. Financial, is in the house. Yes, somebody did mention Upstart. That was thank you 300, I believe. He mentioned the Upstart. Yep, here we go, right here. Upstart stock to the moon. Yes, so we got Upstart today, Affirm today, and I can never remember the three. I can only remember the two. Oh well, and another one. But yeah, we mentioned that because these are some of the investments that people should be making. This is the future happening right before our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. This transfer of wealth is happening. It's real. All right? You can't let it go by. All right. So Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, is in the house. Open credit strong, 10K loan ASAP. Big news coming soon. Very best. All right. Well, I like the sound of that. I'm bullish on that. In fact, we know that I have a link for Credit Strong, and I have a link for well, I also like Self-Lender as well. So it looks like I might have to put it in the chat room since he mentioned it. We're going to have to talk about that, right? Because I'm making a video which comes out tomorrow where I am going to be talking about all this stuff where the credit bureaus are removing people from these easy places to get your credit improved. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and find something real quick. Let me see if I can find it. So I'll put a link down below in the chat room. Yeah, that's a Magnum account is what Thank You 300 is talking about. They have Magnum accounts of 5,000 and 10,000. The only well, there's no problem. It's an installment trade line. So what that means is it doesn't count for debt utilization at the moment. Now, these guys could do something else that could be awesome. And that would be what Self-Lender has done. Self-Lender actually made a secured credit card with their program. So now you kill two birds with one stone because that gives you the debt utilization. And now I'm going to put a link with Credit Strong and Self-Lender in the chat room. All right. So you guys can see it here. There's Self-Lender, and here is the second one is going to be, that is Credit Strong, which is the one Thank You 300 said $10,000 is the Magnum. And like I said, there's a $5,000 Magnum too. No credit check on these still. And basically you pay monthly and then they report to the credit bureaus. So you get 4 of the 5 buckets. All right. 4 of the 5 buckets, which means you get your on-time payment history, new credit, mix of credit. All right. And your age will start with this brand new. So you'll get 4 of the 5 buckets. That's what you need going forward anyhow. And it's no hard inquiry, which is also what I'm advocating right now. You don't want any hard inquiries. You can still accumulate credit without doing hard inquiries. This is one of the ways. All right. Now, while I'm at it, I'm going to give you guys Tomo card, which is like an old-fashioned credit charge card. When credit cards first came out, they actually basically you were able to charge like whatever you wanted, but within a month you were going to have to pay it back. So if you charge, well, back in the day, you got to remember bread was 5 cents, but back in the day you charged $50. They expect their full payment within the month. That's a charge card. That's basically how credit cards started. Okay. Then it went into this, hey, we can make more money if we let them roll over their balance and charge ridiculous 20-some% interest rates. And now, yeah, you can charge 50, but now just pay us $5 a month because you have $45 less left, and we're going to be charging you 2% per month on that. So now you owe us $8. So, or 80 cents or whatever the case may be. But the fact of the matter is that's how credit cards started. And that's why you don't really want to be involved with credit cards. So the best thing that could be happening right now is the credit bureaus are helping out a whole bunch of people because now you won't have debt. So that'll be pretty awesome. All right. Exactly. That's what Thank You 300's saying in reference to the Magnum account for the $10,000 at Credit Strong. He's saying some big news is coming out tomorrow. I can't doubt him at this point. Everything he has ever said has always come true regarding credit. So thank you so much. Thank you 300, because it might be a big to-do. Diesel Mike's in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream, and I appreciate that icon next to your name. That means he's a member of the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Credit Strong works. My client's seen a 10 to 15 points increase. Exactly. Because you're ticking off 4 of the buckets. So all you have to do is be diligent about it. Oh, and here's Tomo credit, ladies and gentlemen, in case you want to get in on this. This is the Tomo credit card. Well, it's not really a credit card. That's when I went off on the tangent about the charge card. Tomo credit works like a charge card. So, and they base it on no hard inquiry, no credit check. And what they base it on is they're able to log into your account, your bank account that is, and see what type of transactions you have. Then they'll give you a limit based on that. But they act like a charge account. So if you charge $400, they expect you to pay that $400 back. And sometimes they're only giving you a net 7 days. So you got to pay all of it back like in 7 days. So don't get carried away with the Tomo. But Tomo actually started reporting to the credit bureaus, which is, I'm shocked, quite frankly, because there's no hard inquiry, no credit check, no nothing. But yet they started reporting, and some people have theirs backdated to December. Unbelievable. This would be major. And it's a fintech company, which is also major. And if they're going to give people net 7, that's almost like a payday loan. I can live with net 7 at 0% if that's what it is. I can live with that right now, because all that's going to happen is they're going to do just what happened in the 1950s. They're going to expand it eventually. They just want to make sure they have people paying them back instead of defaulting. And then once they build up a floor, then they'll say, okay, we'll make it 2 weeks then. Then it'll be 30 days. Then it'll be 60 days net. But either way, they're trying to limit their exposure with 7-day net. And some people might be getting more than 7 days. Some might be 14-day net. But needless to say, they're reporting with no hard inquiry. So there's Tomo credit, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I put it in the chat. There's the link. Some of you may still be waitlisted, but there it is. All right. So that's what we're talking about here. Hi, Eric. Gino Shimiente on the Monday Night Live. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Tesla got upgraded to 3,000 today. Tesla will be trading sideways for now. Exactly. That is Kathy Woods. That's right. My favorite woman that invests in stock market has ARK Invest under her. She's the CEO and Chief Information Officer at the same time. I love it. I love it. Yes, and it's trading sideways. Why do you think that is, Gino Shimienti? Here's why I think it is, because there's articles that came out that was trying to say that Tesla was going to not upgrade their self-driving software. That's what came out, that they're not. So people are like, whoa, I'm selling. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about this FUD before, right? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And therefore, you're buying stock and they try to make you sell it. Because if you knew it was going to $2,000 a share or $1,000 a share, would you really sell it at $670 a share? Or would you sell it at $600 a share, $560 a share like it was last week? No, you should have been buying it up. Even I had to buy some more. It actually increased my dollar cost average, but I was like, okay, this is crazy. But anyhow, Tomo, you know what will happen soon. Sorry. Oh, no, don't tell me that, man. Don't tell me that. They just started. Man, that is not good. Thank you, 300. Wow. So should open credit strong. Wilson Koo, yes. Credit strong or self-lender. Either one or both, because self-lender, once you start in their program, self-lender gives you a secured credit card. So now you have 2 lines of credit for the same money. And Credit Strong has these like the max 10,000 Magnum and 5,000 Magnum. So that looks nice too on your credit. So either way, Brian P's in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. No way. He's saying no way, no way. Buy Fisker. Next Tesla. Buy cheap right now. Yeah, Fisker. FSR. Yeah, it's at like 21, 22. What is it? 22, I think, right now, right? All right, guys, I hit the wrong screen again. It happens every now and then. I'm sorry about that. Little delay. Let me make sure my mic's on. Okay. All right, let's get back to the story. I was just going to go to Fisker, FSR, and I hit the wrong screen. But it's all right. Let's get it back. Let's do it. All right. FSR. $20. $20 a share right now. So, yeah, it's cheap. And it actually dropped. It was up to 22, 23, 24 earlier. And then they dropped because they did a merger. But again, Fisker has been here for a while. And that's going to trade sideways as well. All right. Hope everybody ready for DraftKings and PIN. MGM in a large market will legalize. Oh, my goodness. Curtis Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, it's the time. If New York legalizes gaming, this is major. They are the financial, they are the finance of the world in New York. If New York does this, that opens the door for other jurisdictions. In case you guys don't realize how the financial systems work around the world, things have to be traded in dollars. And so you might ask yourself, why is there like a UBS bank in New York? Why is there a Barclay Bank in New York? These aren't even United States banks. Why is there a Deutsche Bank in New York? There's a reason, because you have to have a routing number and a banking number so you can deal with United States citizens and a bunch of other things as well. So this is why if they legalize it in New York, it's a wrap. This goes worldwide, which now means gaming, instead of going in this little short niche sector, that means it goes all over the world in an instant. And that also means your Visa, your bank accounts, and other vehicles that you could use to upload your money onto their platforms will not be restricted. You know how many millions of dollars are going to be flowing into the gambling market? My God. That is awesome. I transferred most of my crypto from Coinbase to Celsius. I feel it's the right move. Diesel Mike, thank you. Yeah, I believe it's the right move as well. And again, I actually have some money on Nexo. I have money on Voyager, and I have money on Celsius. They all work similar, but out of all of them, I'm liking Celsius and Voyager. And the reason why Nexo dropped out of favor with me is because they liquidated people's account when the Bitcoin and the Ethereum dropped, when it dropped from like 54, 55 down to 44, 45, 46. Well, it didn't just drop in one day. It took a couple of days to get down there, but they started liquidating people's accounts within minutes. So they sent people emails saying, hey, you need to add to your account. But another email came within the same minute saying, well, if you don't liquidate your account, we're going to have to do something. And then another message came 30 seconds later going, we liquidated your account. What kind of craziness is that? That's not how it's supposed to work. So I had to lose a little favor with them. I haven't transferred my money out of there, but I'm still like sitting there like, well, I should, but it's only a little bit. So it's not like major, but all mine goes. I did Voyager because Voyager, I can buy other coins that I can't buy or transfer to Celsius. So that's why I have them sitting at Voyager. And Voyager has the promo. Like I said, the Voyager down below. If you want to join Celsius, use the link down below, please. Transfer $200 or more, and they give you free $30 of Bitcoin. And then you earn anywhere from 2% up to 13.99%, depending on the coin. All right? So that's how we do it. Curtis Davis, that's right, with the dropping the gems on that. Brooklyn Dad's in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. HIMX. And there's a chip shortage. Marvel, AMD, and many more suppressed price. Oh, my God. Tell me about it. I looked at AMD today, which I did not buy, by the way. That may be for tomorrow. AMD stock was. All right, guys. I see right now, I'm going to have to move this over. Hold on a second. That's the second time I did it this stream. I have the tabs right next to each other. So when I'm entering the codes, I'm not paying that close of attention. So it's been knocking me off the screen. But all right, let's get down to it. HIMX. Yes. The semiconductor, that's one of them. I like HIMX. You know, we've already invested in HIMX, and the price right now is still low. This is incredible. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get it on the screen for us right now. I just wanted to make sure I'm not blocking myself once again. Here we are. Yeah. This is unbelievable, quite frankly. So this is still rising. So, but it was at a high, middle of February, $15, and it dropped. People sold off. So you had your opportunity once again, ladies and gentlemen, on March 8th. And we've been talking about HIMX for the last 2 months. So everybody had no excuse not to buy when the dip occurred. And members of the channel, they can look under the community tab, and they can see when I bought HIMX, and it was like 10 days ago or so, because it was down there. It was like, what's this, $10, $11? That's crazy. Here we are back up to 14. This is what you have to watch for, ladies and gentlemen, especially when you know what's going on. Here, we talk about these trends. We know there's a chip shortage. So what are you going to do when chip prices go down? All right. So last week, I'm going to go into what he said. We did AMD. I'm going to show you what I invested in last week was the ETF for the semiconductors. It's a bull 3 times shares. So when the prices dropped right here in February, where is it? February 16th, it was $46. Last week, 27. March 8th. Last week to 10 days ago, 12 days ago. So when I told the members I bought some more, this is why. Because it dropped like $20. I was like, there's a chip shortage. What's happening here? Don't people realize supply and demand? That's a real thing. Supply and demand is real. So there's a shortage of chips. How can it be that the stocks are going down? This is an ETF, ladies and gentlemen. So this they have different semiconductor companies within their ETF. So that's why I use SOXL. And then we're also going to talk about Marvel. Curtis Davis finally got me to invest in Marvel. Oh, this is it. Okay, it is. So Marvel has the same type of the same thing happen, ladies and gentlemen. You had opportunity. Again, it's going to be around the same time, March 8th. Things were just crazy. It dropped. You had another shot. It went down to 40. But here, it was just up to 53 in February. Then it drops all the way to 40. Again, it's another company that you need to be aware of. All right? And he says, and there's many more. So I just want to leave that there because there are tons. I always say, what's the other one? TSEM, I think. Tower, semiconductor, Israeli company. Again, they didn't drop as much, but in February, $33. Week or so back, again, March 8th, $27. So again, you could be ahead of the game. But Tower is TSEM as well. So there goes another one for you. All right. There we go. Brooklyn Dad. Wow. Hello at John Ruck. Anybody in Theta Coin up 20% year to date? Yes, I bought Theta Coin when I can't remember what it was. Theta Coin was like $3 or something like that at the time. It's not that no more though. Here goes Theta. Let's go look at the Theta price chart. Let's see. I don't see any. Yep, $10.99 now, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, we talked about Theta a month ago. Okay? There was another coin that came out with Theta at the same time, which I can't remember the name of it right now. But we talked about those. We said, hey, that's going to work. And there, I can't remember the other one off the top of my head. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And it keeps rising. All right. This is why you do. This is what assets are. All right. This is why investment is a risk, because nobody would have told you, let's call it a month ago, when it was $3. No, you wouldn't have thought a month later it would be $10. Okay. In fact, this is March 1st. It's $3. February 28th, $3. So again, February 27th. So like a month ago, we're at $3, $2.98, $3. You wouldn't have known you're going to triple your money, right? Well, here you are. Some of us said invest in it. We had Mr. Crypto, Joshua Felder, calling it. He said Theta, and he said another one, and I can't remember. I wish I could. I probably should just go look at the prices, because he said Theta, and he said something else, and I can't remember. But it's all right. But Curtis Davis brought it up tonight. That's how we're doing it. And it's going to keep rising, ladies and gentlemen. If you believe in investing, this is that crypto is an asset, then you have to invest in certain coins, right? You got to think, okay, Theta seems like it's pretty good. There's other things like Polkadot. That seems pretty good to me. There's other coins as well. So you do your due diligence. You check it out and you see. Buy more pen and deed now. You have not seen nothing yet. I'm in New York. Gino Chimiente. Right on. Exactly. In fact, let's go see what the prices are for these. Why not? Let's go see what they are right now. I think DraftKings is at, what, 79 or something? I think that's what they are. DKNG, right? 71. Okay. They're at 71 right now. And just a few months back, it was 50 some dollars, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. $42 November, 55 December 17th, 44 January 4th, 51 January 19th. This whole time we were saying DraftKings. We were saying MGM. Well, Curtis Davis was saying MGM. And again, he got me invested in MGM because he kept saying it for the last year, and I should have been in last year. We have, what am I missing? GNOG, which has been under the radar, unbelievably. Golden Nugget Online Gaming, under the radar. We have Gamble that just came out. Another one in the teens. Look at their upswing. That's esports, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, for Gamble stock. All right. And then now it pains me to go look at MGM stock. And I'll tell you why it pains me is because last year when it was March or April or something like this, yes, April, it was under $20. And Curtis Davis back in April of last year was saying, hey, what about that MGM? What about, and then he kept saying it all year long. And look, it would have been $17 in April. It was still like $15 in July. It was $24 in November. It took me all the way until like December before I got something, MGM or January. I can't remember what it was. So I'm around like $30 a share or something, $29 a share. So I'm way late. But look at this. I still am 30% increase on my money. And it's going to go up if this New York thing is happening. It's going to bloom, all the gaming stocks. And then, of course, he's talking about PENN, which is over 100. So here's PENN National. Once again, they had a little dip, but and now there was another dip. So it was at 136. So again, like Mr. Financial is saying, and Gino Chimiente is saying, you better get in like now. And some of you might be saying, well, Eric, I don't have $113 a share or whatever. Okay, well, download Robinhood, and then you can buy fractional shares. You can buy $50, $25, $10, $100, whatever you have. You can use Robinhood fractional shares. On Webull, you have to buy full shares. So then you're going to deposit over there and buy full shares of stock, $113.16 for this. DraftKings is $70, $71. Okay. And there's another one that I'm forgetting that's around 30. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, well, there's too many gambling stocks right now that I can't remember the name of it. But maybe somebody else will. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If New York is coming online, you better get in now. Better get in now. Because otherwise it's going to be too late. After this dog comes out, haha, you're good. John Ruck, thank you, man. Thank you, 300. Get Varro checking. Big news. Believe Visa card. Will report. We will not stop them. Right on. I've heard of Varro checking. I'm not a sponsor for them. I don't even know if they have an affiliate link. But I like what Varro has. I've seen their advertisements. Thank you so much. Thank you, 300. I'm going to check that out as well. And maybe because I'm going to do a new video based on just what we're talking about tonight. Believe Visa card. Yeah, just what we're talking about tonight. And it's for people. I keep getting emails from people saying, hey, Eric, how can I do my credit now since we don't have those easy ones that we had before? And so then I send them a link, say, hey, just do the shopping cart trick with Overstock and Victoria's Secret. So I send them a link to that. Then I send them a link to Credit Strong and Self Lender. Then I send them a link to Tomo Credit. But now Thank You 300 is telling me they're going to get yanked as well, which is sad. And now we have other options. So that's what I'm going to talk about. So I'm glad to hear about that. That would be awesome. All right. Let's see. Buy more TSM. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. TSM. TSM. Taiwan Semiconductor Company. That one I left off. Yep, that's the other one. TSM. In fact, they're number one, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know. A lot of companies go through TSM for the chips. And then, of course, we have NVIDIA. All right. So, again, look at this. After hours, it was down to 111. And then it bounced right back up. That's interesting. What, halted trading or something? That's crazy. But that's weird. It dropped like $5 a share all of a sudden and then came right back up to 16. But anyhow, TSM, thank you, Gino. I appreciate that, man. Gino Shimiente, once again, dropping gems along with Curtis Davis, along with Thank You 300. Thank you so much for that. And don't forget, there is a shortage, ladies and gentlemen. This is why Apple all of a sudden says we're going to make our own chips. This is why a lot of companies are saying we'll make our own chips. Buy the dip. Exactly. That's what you're supposed to do, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody here at Stop Struggling Now should know, and you should all be humming. When stocks go down, we buy more. And we're into an hour, so please smash that like button. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. And by the way, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel, because we have topped the 12,000 subscriber mark. Who knew this would happen when I first started? I didn't even think I would have 10 subscribers over a few months, let alone 12,000 subscribers. So that is awesome. And please share the videos because we're trying to help other people. All right. And so buy the dip is the mantra around here. That's what you have to do. This is what the top 10 percenters do, ladies and gentlemen. This is how they stay ahead of you. Think about this. I'm going to use simple numbers. Let's just say I bought a stock for $10, all right? And you're ordinary citizen, otherwise known as OC. And you go, hey, now the stock goes down to $5. OC usually will say, oh my God, it dropped. I lost 50% of my value. I guess I should sell now because it's probably going to go down even more. Meanwhile, the top 10 percenters, they say, I'm buying more. So my dollar cost average when I buy more at $5 is $7.50. Okay? So now the OC sells his stock at a loss, a total loss, 50%. Meanwhile, the top 10 percenter reduces his cost to $7.50. Or more, depending on if he bought even more shares than what he originally bought at the $10 mark. So now when the stock goes back up to $8, the top 10% is ahead 50 cents per share. The OC either sold his stock at $5 or he's just holding. He didn't buy on the dip. And he said, well, you know what? Now at least I'm back up to $8. And I'm only down $2, maybe I'll sell now. So those are the mind tricks that you play when you don't play like a 10 percenter. So I got to tell you again, if you haven't seen my videos, I have the stats. The stats in the videos. And the stat I'm going to say again, the stock market goes up 100% of the time. Now, I'm not saying all stocks across the board go up 100% of the time. What I'm saying is, there are certain stocks that you can invest in and they're going to go up. So if you say, okay, Amazon went down, just like right now what's happening with Tesla. Tesla was around $800 a share. It dropped all the way to $560 a share. Who sold at $560? I didn't. I bought more. Who sold at $600? I didn't. The point is, what you call weak hands, they started selling because they said, oh my God, it's dropped all that way. I don't want to lose money. Meanwhile, people like Kathy Woods, she says, give me another 25 million at 560. And other top 10 percenters did the same thing. They were like, of course. And so that 560 movement back up to 670, $130 a share. Are you counting, ladies and gentlemen? That $20 million, $25 million? Well, that movement is more than 10%. $130 is more than 10%, ladies. That's 20%. Can you say $5 million in less than 2 weeks? This is what happens. So that's why you have to act like them if you want to become wealthy. It's simple. Don't be scared. Can you buy the stock on Cash App? Brian P., I do not know. And quite frankly, you can buy stock on Cash App if you want. That's fine. but I would recommend a normal brokerage, and I don't even know what normal is anymore, because you can buy on Cash App, you can buy on Robinhood, you can buy on Rebull. So you don't have to buy on E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, JP Morgan. You can buy a whole bunch of places, but you should be in the stock market. So I'm happy to hear that you can buy on Cash App, but I don't know what stocks are on Cash App. Not all stocks are on Cash App, but don't worry about that. Just download Robinhood and Webull, get your free shares of stock, and then if it's not on Cash App, then load money up on those platforms and buy from there. And Robinhood, I will reiterate, you can buy fractional shares on Robinhood. You cannot buy fractional shares on Webull. And I think you can buy fractional shares on Cash App. Yes, buy the dip. Exactly, Mr. Financial. Buy more MU, TSM, and Marvel. Exactly. Curtis Davis already mentioned the Marvel. And MU, why not? Why not, Gino Chimiente? Let's talk about it. $91. That's incredible. Man, I missed out on this. Micron? Wow. Jeez. Look at this. This is crazy. $91. I like this. I like it. Let's see what's happened in the last month. There's been dips. 84, 85, 85. That seems to be the bottom. 90. And now 91. Man. I missed it. Man, oh man. I can't believe that. Okay. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I made a video. We can't win them all. And look, I missed out because I didn't buy Micron. In fact, I haven't even bought MU, period, now that I'm thinking about it. And I knew about it last year because who else? Either Gino Chimiente or Mr. Financial Curtis Davis mentioned it. And look, back here in November, it was $56. Jesus, I missed out. But again, we won on some other ones. We can't win them all, ladies and gentlemen, but we try to. And look at this. It was in the 40s. October, just 6 months ago, it was in the $40 range. It's doubled. For anybody who made an investment just 6 months ago, we're spoiled. This is crazy. We're spoiled right now. I didn't have the chart up, but this is crazy. So that right here is 40-some dollars, October 5th, 6 months ago. And now you would have doubled your money. That's insane. In 6 months. This volatility is making a lot of people wealthy. In other words, the wealthy are getting wealthier because they have more money to invest. But nonetheless, you can join the party. This is an asset, ladies and gentlemen. Stocks are assets. Mara, yes, exactly. That's a blockchain stock, ladies and gentlemen. Mara and Riot. And the same thing's happening. Look, it's going down after hours, down to 38. And once again, you had this high in the middle of February, $47, and then it's been down to 30, down to 28.50. Does this look familiar? All right. Looks like another chart, by the way. And then there's Riot, and that's going to look similar to that chart. So again, if you would have bought on the dip, I'll go 6 months back so you can see what happened. In the middle of February, once again, $77, and then down to 45, then down to 38, March 8th, down to $40. And here we are back up to 56. So even if you would have invested at the high of what, 77, you could have dollar cost average your way down. If you'd have been around $40, you could have split that in half. So your dollar cost average could have went down to, 40 and what was that, 77? That's 37, so $17, so $57. You would have been almost back to even right now. And that's with the Riot blockchain, RIOT. So again, these are something this is the future, ladies and gentlemen. Purchasing crypto, providing best return on your dollar as inflation happens, oil prices, food prices, exactly. And that's another asset that we're talking about here. What are the best investment vehicles, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think? You can tell by what most people talk about and feel comfortable with is stock market. Because since stock is, you can literally have bought some shares of stock in the right company 3-4 months back, and it could have doubled or 50% gains on your money. Why would you go almost anywhere else at this point? But people are making these same gains in crypto. And then what do you do with those gains? Do you buy gold, silver, precious metals? Do you go buy yourself some real estate where you're going to have income coming in from your rental? Let me know. That's what you do with assets, ladies and gentlemen. You keep rolling over your profit. Add Masco to watch list. Okay. Here goes a new one. I don't know Masco. Never heard of it. Manufacturer of products for the home improvement and new home construction markets. Wow. After hours, it shot up. What happened? That's interesting. It just went up a little bit. Let's see what's been happening. Whoa. The housing market has had its boom. The question, though, is nearly 60 manufacturing facilities in the United States since 1969 gives almost a 0.1% dividend, which is minimal. So Masco, I'll take that. Oh, here we go. Somebody got blocked. Somebody long way out, and welcome to the Monday night live stream. Yes, BLOK. I'll take it. I'll take that. I'll take that. Transformational data sharing ETF. I'll take that. Look at here, ladies and gentlemen. See what's happened? Again, we're talking about 6 months. People are doubling their money if they invest in the future. I didn't invest in Block. Unfortunately, I didn't know nothing about Block. Again, there's so many stocks. I have over 200 in my portfolio, so I can't keep track of them all. That's why the Monday night lives, the Wednesday night lives, the Friday night lives, this is why it's major, because there's lots of gems that are being dropped. Somebody mentioned Block before, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, along with Mara and Riot, when they were half price. This is craziness. And again, if you use your money to invest and you take the risk, you deserve the reward. Now, not all stocks win, but the point is you have to take a risk in order to win. Congrats, Eric, on 12K subscribers. Boom. Thank you so much, Curtis Davis. Al Ben is in the house. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. When you are buying lower, you are actually taking less risk. Exactly, Al Ben. That's exactly what we're saying here. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Herman Chandler's in the house on Monday Night Live. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And he's got that icon next to his name, so I appreciate that as well, a member of the channel. All right. Let's see. NRZ rebounding at 11. We knew it. What are we talking about? Hey, I got to show these, ladies and gentlemen, last year, NRZ is a ETF, real estate. And last year in about March and April, people were saying they were, oh my God. And I'm going to show you why they were saying, oh my God. Let's go back. Oh, I got to go past that. Okay, here was the oh my God. It was $16, $17 a share one day. And then all of a sudden, it dropped to, here we go. I'm trying to get to it because it was even less than $5, I think. Yeah, there it is. $3.33 one day. $3.50, $3.60. And at that time, when we were on the Friday Night Live, everybody was going NRZ. And let me show you something else about NRZ. NRZ at this price point, at $11 still would give you, well, I don't recall them giving me dividends, but anyhow, 7% dividend, right? Now you can imagine at $3, $4, the dividend would be 15%, 16, 17% on your money in March if you would have bought under $4. So that was the thing, buy more. But because it dropped all the way down to $4, people were saying, oh my God, I don't want to trust that because we're in a pandemic. The residential market is having an issue. It's going to have a problem down the road. And I was like, well, they still have it, but I'm buying more. And now that it's $11, we're all ahead because we all bought, even if we bought it $15 and we bought it $4, that's $11. We're down to $10, $9. If that's the case, you're at $9, $9.50. And it actually bought more because at $3.50 and $4, buy more than I was holding. So anyhow, We're down under $7 a share. At least I am. So now at $11, even though it's not 15, I end up being ahead. So this has to do with what Al Ben said. Al Ben, when he said you're buying lower, you're actually taking less of a risk. Exactly. All right. And it's an ETF in reality. So, that's how it is. But yeah, we're loving life with that. Airlines, LUV, Save, Dale, maybe some banks back on the dip. Exactly. That's when I'm going to be in on it. What do you think about cannabis, OTC, penny stocks? Okay, Keith Watts, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. What do you mean? What do we think? All right, I got to play with you, Keith Watts. Hold on now. Let's talk about it. Here we go. We'll talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I actually made a video like 6 months ago about marijuana stocks and why you should be investing in the top 10 at least. All right. MJ stock is a ETF. All right. But some of the big boys, CGC. All right. The stocks for cannabis have took a hit. All right. Around February, just like everybody else. But 6-7 months ago, when I made the video, CGC was in the teens, 17, 16, whatever, 18. And now it's at 33. You still got 73% increase on your money. But the thing about that was it was up to $52 a share February. Then all of a sudden they started doing the FUD with marijuana, and all marijuana stocks dropped back down. But we still doubled our money even after it's dropped back down. Okay, let's go with ACB. All right, let's see if I'm on screen so everybody can see this. Here goes ABC, Aurora Cannabis. Just to show you, Keith Watts, yes, we know about cannabis stocks. And if it drops, you should get in. And this is what happened with ACB. But they're a top 10 company. They're going to do what Alpha and Tilray did. They're going to merge with somebody or buy up a smaller company because they have the market share or the stock price share, should I say. So again, when it was in October, again, ladies and gentlemen, it was only $4.78, $4.50, $5. Again, we're winning even after it dropped all the way back down. 100%, you're making 100% on your money. And again, this is long-term play. And it's a top 10 company, right? Okay, don't like that one? How about GWPH? All right? GW Pharmaceuticals. All right? But that's not the one I'm talking about. I can't remember what the stock symbol is. What is it? Growth? I can't remember. But nonetheless, that's not the one I'm talking about. But let's go with APHA then. APHA. All right. Them and Tilray merged. Back 6 months ago, again, all this stuff in October, $5. $5. 3 times your money. And at the time, Alpha was in the top 10 and Tilray was just on the outside, like ranked 11th or 12th. Here we go again. You're going to see the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. $5. Right? So again, 4 times our money. All right, Keith Watts. What do you think? How was that for the ride? All right. I don't know. But I mean, there's a ton of others because basically what I was saying with all companies in all sectors, the top 10, when they're in the stock market, they have the capital to buy the smaller companies. So you're going to have mergers going on. And this isn't even ground floor, in my opinion, because the United States government still has this rule that marijuana is strictly illegal. So even though a state can say it's legal, the jurisdiction still rules. If the feds come by, they can still arrest you. All right. If they feel you have more than what you should have, or you're trying to sell and distribute it and go against whatever the state rule is, they're going to try and arrest you. Imagine if the federal government said, you know what, we're going to allow for X amount grow personally, and then just say you can't sell it unless you're actually a company or something, whatever they come up with. But because they have this gray area, this means marijuana stocks are automatically depressed. But because the 5 states voted for it to decriminalize it, for small quantities, well, now that's why the stock has risen. All right. You can also buy fractional shares with Fidelity. Thank you, Victor Marrero. That's right. I forgot about Fidelity. You're right. Exactly. Fidelity is underrated, quite frankly. They just charge fees that I don't really like, but it is what it is. How about Ford and GM? They predict 20% car purchases will be electric by 2025. Hey, Curtis Davis, you already know this deal on that. You know what time it is with that. We've already been in Ford last year. Even when Ford used to pay almost 10, well, when the stock went down, they paid almost 10% dividends. And then they cut their dividends last year because of the pandemic. But here we are. Last year, there we are, $5. We were all saying, everybody, what you should be buying it. But back then, they gave out dividends too. It was made it up to 10 or 11% on your money because it was 60 cents a year. So at $4, you're doing very good. It was 10%. So again, it was buy, and buy. March, April, May. And people were like, wait a minute, they're closing their factories due to the pandemic. It's not going to be a good thing. And then I'm like, you do realize Ford they're on every continent, right? They just don't talk about their distribution. But you got to realize they have manufacturing facilities on like 4 continents. So they have the opportunity to keep building and keep doing things. And they have supplies. They can sell. They have certain things that they do. And they're doing autonomous driving. And then, of course, a year later, they come out with, I'm going to do an EV vehicle. And by the way, we're just going to be all EV in like 3 years. 2025, 4 years, we'll be all EV. And GM is a part of this as well. So now they're part of the EV play. So you're damn right this stock should be $12.85. GM I'm actually referring to, not GE. GM is also $58. They've already gotten in on the bandwagon. When they announced it, they were like, yeah, we're going all EV 2025 is what GM said. And that also means these guys have all the money and the power where they can sit there and get the autonomous driving software. They can get satellites and 5G installed in their vehicles. They already have manufacturing plants all sitting there idle. And so as soon as you say we got chips, and as soon as you say you have aluminum and steel and carbon, these guys are off to the races. Tesla's not that far ahead with battery. Tesla might be able to go 550 miles. That's true. But Ford, GM, Porsche, Volkswagen, all these guys, they're going to go half that far. And then their cars are going to be half the price of Tesla's. So Tesla has a advantage right now, but when you can buy a car that's an EV and it has autonomous driving or semi-autonomous driving, and that car is going to be 35 grand, and it can still do what a Tesla does, but yeah, I can only go 250 miles on a charge. Well, hold my beer, because we got CHPT, which is Charge Point. They merged with Switchback, and you have other charging stations like EV Go. If you go out to your grocery store, you'll see a green and white charging station usually, which is EV Go. They're going to come out with their IPO or SPAC, and that's how this is all going to scale up. So even though Tesla's far ahead, the big boys can sell cars for less because they have a dealership network. And that's why GM and Ford stocks, they got to be a buy, especially when you're considering what's going to happen. And yes, my girl, Kathy Woods, she predicts the EV market to grow 80% year over year, which means she's talking about sales of EV vehicles. And she's going to be right, because it's not just U.S. market. There's going to be China, Europe, and South America markets, as well as USA. So again, all right. Oh yeah, the med stocks, AKTS, ladies and gentlemen. This is another one I missed out on. I got to admit, Curtis Davis was saying this last year. Mr. Financial was saying this last year. And again, I'll reiterate, I'm not mad at it. I was buying all the EV stocks. That's what I was doing. He was probably doing that too, but I was concentrating on EVs. So I'm doing the Beam, BEEM, the Blinks, BLNK, the Fuel Cell, FCEL. I'm doing all those. He's going, no, get AKT. Well, he didn't say no. He just said, hey, you got to get AKTS as well. So here's AKTS last year. $5.63, $8, $7. So year over year, again, we're spoiled. Even if you'd have got it in June, it's increased 78% in price. I mean, I don't know where you're going to get these increases from, but it's happening right now. And it's still a buy right now because I bought some just like 2 or 3 weeks ago. All right. Because look, here we are again on March 8th. It dropped to 11, 12. But again, it was at like 18 just a month and a half ago. And it's being suppressed basically, as far as I can tell. All right. And we got to talk about robotics, right? And here goes another medical equipment company, which Curtis Davis, he's talking about RVMD, and I put in RMD. Let's see what RVMD is. Revolution Medicines. I thought he was talking about RMD. All right. I'm not familiar with Revolution Medicines at all. Something to look at. Got your pen and pads ready, ladies and gentlemen? Check out what's happening. Biotechnology field after it's up 1.2. There you go. I like anything biotech. I like anything like that. Biofuel, biotech. That's the future, and you have to be in on the future. Oh, hold on. The 5G play, AKTS, Nokia and AT&T merged using Nokia C-band for the 5G. Also 5G related, you have to have satellites. 5G is going to bounce off satellites as well. They got to use satellites, so you got to get a satellite company. Global Star, Gilat, as I call it, GILT, which is their stock symbols. GILT is Gilat. Global Star, I can never remember what Global Stars is. GBSR, something like that. All right, thank you, Rocket Mortgage. They will be new Capital One and auto finance. I believe it. I believe it. And speaking of auto finance, I'm going to give you guys another gem to think about, which normally you would not. Check out this. Ally stock. Ally Financial. These guys. Look at this chart. These guys that nobody thinks about. What are they? You know? Are they a finance company? Are they a bank? Are they a mortgage loan company? What are they? But yet their stock keeps going up and up and up because they take a lot of paper. So again, there goes one for you. All right, let's see what else we got. Some more gems coming. Brian P., I tried to sign up with your Coinbase link. It won't let me. I don't know why. What country are you in? If you're in USA, it shouldn't be a problem. Don't know why that would be. That's a first. I never heard of that. AI or C3, good time to buy undervalued? Yes. I bought more C3 because I got to admit, ladies and gentlemen, it came out as an IPO. And I bought C3, and I'm going to show you C3 for $140. Okay, at the IPO. So when it dropped back to $75, actually it was less than that a week or so back. Let me go look. Let's see, where was it? No, it wasn't below 75. So that means I know I didn't buy today. But anyhow, intraday, it was 70 something. Anyhow, people under the community tab, they can check it out what day it was, because that's where I started putting the date on the community tab when I buy it. So I bought C3 recently because I bought at $140 some, ladies and gentlemen. Somewhere around here. I don't know where it was, but it was 140. So when it was down to 70 something one day, I said, I got to buy some now to get my dollar cost average down. I'm still underwater on there, but I'm not underwater under $75 almost. $70 per share. Now I'm down 30 some dollars per share. So I'll live with that right now. But this is a long way to go. It's artificial intelligence. So I'm rocking with them. And they already have government contracts. I'm still baffled how they're $75. Brian, CPU only. You can't apply from your phone. Tanisha Lyles knows the trick, or not trick, but that's their policy. You can only do it from your laptop or computer. All right. Well, thank you so much, Tanisha Lyles. I appreciate that. Any thoughts on TTCF? Yes, buy. That's my thoughts on TTCF. Okay, look, that's Tattooed Chef. It's in the buy zone. It's in the buy zone. If it's $20 or less, that's a buy zone as far as I'm concerned. This is a long-term play. After hours, still holding in the 20. But yeah, I like this area much better. People were talking about Tattoo Chef when it was around 25. Here it is here. I didn't like it at 25 because they started changing things over. And whenever you change from one platform to another, so you got to understand, these guys used to have people, they would make products and then private label it for somebody else, call it white label. So they'd put their label on there and say it was their stuff. So then Tattoo Chef said, well, we'll just do some products ourselves and name it, I'm assuming, Tattooed Chef. So now people are like, wait, we don't really know that. So I figured there might be a drop. So I like 20. And that means I'm going to go buy some tomorrow. I like 20 at this point. That's where it should be. So that's my only thought on that, Logan. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. But yeah, TTCF at 20, I love. And if it drops below 20, buy more. No risk, no reward. Exactly, Melanie Bonita. Missed 21 streams of income. She's taking risk. 7 streams of dreams income. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Good evening. Thank you so much for having that icon next to your name. I appreciate it. I bought the dip on Omi Coin today. God dog it. Man, I forgot about Omi Coin. I forgot all about it. I came to, that's Harmony. That's Harmony Coin. Yeah, 1. Isn't it? No, Harmony is 1. Okay, so we're talking about Omi. Okay. Omi Coin. Oh, yeah, I blew it. I blew it, man. This is what happens when you jet lag. But it's still 0.009. And it looks like it went down in the last 24 hours. So we're still good. It's not even, it's a 1/100th of a penny right now. So let me know where you can buy Omi at, by the way, because they don't put down exchanges like they used to. They only do this Binance, which United States citizens can only do Binance USO. So it's a token, by the way, as well, which is kind of cool. I'm learning a little bit more about crypto. I was hanging out for 2 or 3 hours a day with a miner and a guy that can program and do coding for crypto. Man, it was an eye-opener. I just couldn't believe it. Webull is the only way. 4 a.m. trading. Thank you, 300. That's it exactly. 4 a.m. in the morning pre-market, so you can start your trading at that time. Not saying that pre-market is the best trading, but if you know what you want to buy, then you can get in pre-market, and sometimes in pre-market the stock goes down. So I like that. CCIV. I'm bullish on that. We bought CCIV. We can go look at it. CCIV, it was beautiful. Everything was rocking until they did the FUD for the EV industry. Everything was rocking. We were up to around, 40 or 39 or something, and all of a sudden, they're like, nah, we're not having it. 58 even. So up until then, when it came out, it was around, well, you can see here on the chart, it was 13 or something, 14, 17. It was in the teens. Went up to 58. We're loving life. I'm not selling anytime soon. It's Churchill Capital, ladies and gentlemen. They actually have a deal. They're a SPAC for Lucid Motors. All right. And they're the luxury EV market. Let's put it that way. $150,000 and stuff for cars is kind of crazy. But there's a market for that. and it was up to $57, $58, and now it's like half price, $26. So the question is now the time to buy more? And then the other question is, when you buy at 17, 18, it kind of doesn't feel right buying at 26, but you should, but that's the way it goes. But yeah, CCIV, yes, Tilray. John Ruck, that's it, Tilray. Tilray and AFA, they did their deal. That's marijuana stock, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, they're along with the EV market. They were like, hold on, this thing skyrocketed too high. We didn't expect it. $63, now down to $23. All right? Pure and simple. Manipulations happen all the time. This looks almost like what Bitcoin looked like. All of a sudden, it was $3,000 one day in 2017, and then it was 20,000, and then it went back down to 8,000, 7,000, and then here we are now back up to 50. It looks similar. I expect marijuana stocks. If you haven't invested in marijuana stocks, then you have options. You can do the ETF, which is MJ, my favorite, and then there's also a YOLO, is an ETF as well, and they basically invest in the top 15, 20 cannabis companies. All right, so you can see it's just been rising just like everybody else. And then we have THCX, I believe, THCX. THCX is another cannabis ETF. And they give, which is weird because they don't show dividend yield on here on Google. They actually give dividends, because I have THCX. And I think it's like a 3 or 4%, but they sent a dividend. I don't know if it was a special dividend or not, but they send dividends. So that's why I like THCX, another cannabis ETF. Tilray is fine too. That's an individual stock. And Cron, yeah, Cron's major. I have Cron as well. They're like one of the top 5. So Cron's charts are going to look just like everybody else's, a spike, and then go back down. So, but Cron again, I like all these that I'm talking about. In fact, I probably am investing in almost all of them that I'm talking about. That's how come I can remember the names off the top of my head. Oh yeah, John Ruck, we did SNDL. Yeah, we got in early on that one. SNDL was only 49. No, I remember on a Friday Night Live, it was 53 cents. On the first Friday Night Live, it was 53 cents. So I'll show people. This is Sundial Growers. SNDL. It was 53 cents on a Friday Night Live. So I don't know where that was. So it must have been somewhere in December. There we are, December 11th, 15th, somewhere like this. Anyhow, so we'll call it December 14th. A week later, it was down to 43 cents. Here we go, December 17th. So it must have been somewhere around here. It's down 43 cents. At that point, I told the person, you should be buying more. And that's when, of course, on Monday came up and it was 48 cents. But whatever. Bought more. And then here, look what happened. It went up to almost $3, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you would have been there in December when we were talking about it, that would have been like 5 times your money. You would have had the option to sell. And then now it's settled back in at $1.30. But either way, if you would have invested any time before like January 27th, 2 months ago, you'd have doubled your money. But SNDL, I'm keeping. I didn't sell. So I'm holding it the long run. It's a small company, in my opinion. I think they're going to be bought out, quite frankly. So, I love that stuff. Okay, long way, Alan. I don't know about Pot X. Let's go see. I don't know about this one. Pot X. Global X Cannabis ETF. It's going to have the same chart, that spike, and then back down. But I like the word global. Does that mean it's beyond Canada and beyond USA? Because again, this Canadian marijuana stocks. And I want to know if they're doing like, something in Europe or South America, Mexico, any of that. But they're going to have the same type of thing. They don't show any dividend yield as well. So anything, I like that. That's a gem as well, POTX. I'm bullish on all that. Pretty Black, I purchased $4. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. And speaking of that, please smash the like button. We're at an hour and 45 minutes. I want to thank everybody for being here once again. And these gems, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you're getting them down. Keith Watts, you and Curtis Davis should do a channel together. Both of you are all on the money every time. Hey, Curtis Davis can be on at any time, but the man is busy. He's helping out other people as well. So he's spending time on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here. And he's also got clients that he's helping out with their investment strategies. So he's full with that. So yeah, but anytime he wants to do it, Curtis Davis is always welcome. Mr. Financial. Disca stock and Disney. Oh yeah, Disney stock. Man, again, that's another one. Last year, Curtis Davis was going there get some Disney. I didn't even get Disney. It was 90 some dollars. It was crazy. And the crash, it was like under 100. Yeah, $90. And I don't even think I pulled the trigger. I'm pretty sure I didn't. And I don't know why I didn't. Them and Boeing, I didn't pull the trigger. I got to go double check. I don't think I did. But now look, it's doubled your money again. And it's going to keep rising. Disney has so much intellectual property that's going to be online and for streaming. They're going to be massive. I think they have a long way to go. So even though it's went up this far, I still think it can go up further. And I don't know who Disca is. Oh, by the way. Oh, Discovery Communications. They've come down. Let's see here. What's been happening? Oh, no, they're still going to rise too. Yep. If that's Discovery, yep, that's Discovery Channel. Another gem being dropped early. That means I'm just gonna write this down. I'm just gonna go get me some. I'm actually gonna do Disney, Discover, and Gino Shimienti will like me for this one. I'm going to add this one too, because here is the Amazon of Argentina. Melly has dropped to 1,400. Now, this is incredible. They're the Amazon of Argentina, and they were up to 1,965 January 20th, 1,800 plus 1,900 February 11th, and for whatever reason, dropped off online marketplace 1,400 and now 1,476. Again, so now you know, and they give a small dividend yield, which is minor. It's not even worth talking about. It's 0.041%, so it's not worth talking about. But the thing is, this is Amazon of Argentina. So, I mean, this is kind of crazy that it dropped this much. So it looks like it's time to buy some more of that too. OEG stock plug. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Yes, we know all about OEG. That's right. We were talking about it about 4 or 5 months back on the Friday Night Live. And all those who got in, well, you would be up. Look at this. It was around $1 something when we were talking about it. It was $1 something. So there we go. November. Could have got in for $1.41, $1.29 in December, $1.38, $1.29. Members of the channel under the community tab, they can go look back. They'll see I said I bought some OEG. They're probably thinking I lost my mind because it was only $1 something at the time. But as you can see, it's up here. And not only that, it was up to almost $10. And now it's dropped all the way back to $4. Then it went back to $5.90. So OEG is another. But again, I'm in one of those spots. What do you do when your dollar cost average is somewhere like $1.50? Hard to buy some more at $5.90. But it is what it is. Orbital gas systems. You believe in it, you might want to invest some more. But I believe in energy stocks, and construction, engineering, That's where you want to be. All right. Thank you, Stock Plug, for being here. I appreciate you mentioning OEG because, again, any investments are different people invest different ways. Like me, I'm like all bullish on EVs, AI, marijuana, some of these stocks we talked about, OEG, even ET, Energy Trans. So speaking of energy, so some people thought I lost my mind when I said, hey, I bought some ET like a month or two back. It was only, I don't know, $6, somewhere like that. And so look what's happening on. So we're talking about 2 months, 0.25% on your money. So for every $100 that you own to this, now you own, it's 125. I mean, and we're talking about a matter of months. We're spoiled. This is crazy. But the thing about ET down here, ladies and gentlemen, 7.53% at the $8 price dividends. Imagine if you'd bought $2 cheaper. The dividend is closer to 9% dividend. All right. So those are the things that I look at as well when you're doing investments. I'm looking at, okay, I'm going to hold the stock. The stock could go up, but if I'm going to earn 9%, 8%, 7.5% on my money, I'll take that too, because now I have a floor. I know every 3 months a dividend check's coming. All right. Okay. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah. Me and Curtis Davis should do a channel together. That's true. Thanks for your thoughts. Thank you, Logan, for pointing it out. I appreciate it. Right on. OMF stock, or maybe a firm stock. I like a firm. As you know, I bought a firm today. So I don't know what OMF is. Let's go look and see what OMF. I don't know what OMF is. Oh, One Main. Okay. I've heard, yeah, one Main is fine. They give 3.39% on your money. Financial services holding company, One Main. You can't go wrong with them. I like One Main. Some of you might have gotten some mail from One Main or a company that uses One Main for financing. So I like them because they're not, you don't need exceptional credit. BitForex. Is that for USA citizens? Or is it for, or is that Bittrex or BitForex? Let me know. I don't know about BitForex. Oh, it might be BitForex, which is Forex trading with Bitcoin. I don't know. Long Way Allen, Kyber coin. I don't know much about coins, quite frankly. Not when it's, I haven't studied Kyber coin. I don't know what it does or what it's trying to do. Ethereum-based decentralized exchange that focuses on liquidity. So is an exchange. But they do have a KNC coin. Migration is approved. Kyber DAO has approved the KNC. Okay. A little more stable. All right. Kind of like a stable coin. I tried to buy DOMI until where I buy don't sell it. What's DOMI? Let's go look. I'm not familiar. Let's see, is there a DOMI? Or do you mean OMI? No, he must mean OMI. Yeah, because I don't know what that is. Ecomi. Yeah, I don't know where you can buy Ecomi at or OMI at. Oh, that's what he meant. BitForex. You can buy it at BitForex, apparently. Okay. All right. I guess that answers the question. So I guess we can. Ally is an online bank just like Marcus by Goldman Sachs, which I have. Good place to park your emergency 3 to 6 months savings over 0.5% interest. Thank you, Victor Marrero. I appreciate that input because Ally is an online bank. They do loans. They're basically, they're like Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Exactly what you said. That's what they are in the background. Most people don't realize it. Ally is making tons of money. It's crazy. One Pill for COVID by Merrick. Whoa. Do you mean Merrick? Let's see what's going on with Merrick anyhow. Or Merck. Okay. Merck. Yeah, that's what I thought. M-K. M-R-K. You mean Merck? Or because I think that's who you're talking about. 3.35%, 75. Well, they're just going to be going sideways, but 69, yeah, they're going to stay around in the same. Let me know because must be Merck. Check it out. Oh, I hit wrong button. Yeah, OMI. Yeah. FCX. Oh, yeah. PLG, AUY, GOLD. Oh, my God. Speaking of GOLD, how is it at 20 some dollars? This is crazy. This is like $20. This shouldn't be $20, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible. This is incredible. I want to, this is another something you should buy, but I like DRD. That's my preferred choice, DRD, because DRD is half the price and they give me 8 or 9% dividends. So that's why even though I have some GOLD, but I have more DRD. All right. But this is a travesty that this is $20. This is like a joke. And I'm going to, if anybody likes Warren Buffett, there you go. August 18th. I'm going to show you where Warren Buffett buys GOLD in August. And guess what? It was more than $20, ladies and gentlemen. He bought $562 million in Barrick Gold in the second quarter. So I'm going to show you this. This is very interesting. So he sold his Delta and American Airlines. Second quarter is like April, May, June. So I think he bought it $27, quite frankly. I that's what was in my head is $27. But it wasn't 20. It never was 20. So he paid well more than $20. So his 562, I'm pretty sure it was $27 is what it was reported at the time. I'm going to go to the 27. He's lost a quarter of the 562. So over $125 million. All right. I haven't heard he sold or did anything, but I'm pretty sure he's going to hold on to it for a long time because there's going to be inflation, ladies and gentlemen. And this $20 stock right here, right now, is not going to be 20. It might be 60, might be 80, might be 100. All right. When this inflation really comes up to rear its ugly head. Now, let me get back to the FCX. I just wanted to prove to you that even the brightest investors cannot time the market. You can't figure out what's going to really happen. He bought, I believe it was $27. You guys can go back and look. But he bought around it when it was $27. And now it's down to 20. He's lost a quarter of his 561 million. He's either buying more or he's just going to let it ride for the next year or two because he knows inflation is coming. So either way, he's going to come out ahead. All right. And that's what you should be doing. I already know he bought more because there's no way he's just going to sit on the 560. He's probably going to add another 500 at 20 or less because it was under 20 one day, 1945, 1867. So I should have been in on this as well, but I'll be in on it tomorrow with the 20. So it's all good. FCX, let's go. There's another one, ladies and gentlemen. And I keep forgetting about something else. FCX is a mining company. It keeps it just goes sideways. Lately, 6 months, $15. I wasn't talking about it. None of us was really talking about FCX, even though Curtis Davis kept mentioning it on Friday Night Lives when it was probably around October. And once again, he's on the money. And once again, I was Johnny come lately. I bought FCX somewhere in January. So I'm only at around $30 is my dollar cost average, somewhere like that. But I'm still ahead. And they're a mining company. All right. And they do give a 0.57%. So again, thank you, Curtis Davis, for that. That's how we do it. Oh, you still bullish on note? Yes. Also, I had written down from last live Monday stocks, RBLX, DBX, ORC, OMI. Exactly. Bullish on all those. There's no selling. Once you buy, there's no selling. The reason why? There's an upside. And here's Roblex. It's back down to 70. I like it. And after hours, and then it shot back up. It doesn't want to stay under 69 because I've been trying to get it under 69. I can't because I didn't buy when it first came out. I've been trying to get it at 66, 65, but it won't drop below 69. So we're going to have to talk about that another day. But there's Roblox, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new, if you don't understand what Roblox is, it's a kids type, caters to children, and you can buy items in game. That means they have revenue streams all the time in game. So that means they're making money every day. And then you can buy other items, Robux, you can use. So it's an ecosystem. And now it's just the beginning of that ecosystem. So even at 70, it's a good price in my opinion. DBX, cloud storage, the last of the cheap cloud storage stocks. Woo! Who would believe that this would be $20 some? You guys heard of Amazon, you heard of Apple, you heard of Microsoft. Those are cloud storage companies. You heard of Salesforce, right? Look, okay, all those stocks have one thing in common. None of them are under $100 a share. All right, look at Salesforce. I forget their stock symbol. 215. When they did their IPO, they came out at like 160 or some crazy nonsense. Here we go, right here. Crazy nonsense. 150, 170. It was crazy. And then from there, the sky's the limit. So it's generally went up 215. So Salesforce. Who's the other one? That was in the, let's go look, because there's a box. Yeah, I'm just looking here. PayPal. Yeah, none of these other stocks are under 20. See, this is why DBX is major. In my opinion, it's major. It is like it has room to grow, and all their peers, you can see the shares are over $200 a share. And if you start putting in Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, now you're sitting there going, okay, Apple's 119, 150. Oh, by the way, you should be buying some Apple right now, ladies and gentlemen. Apple's like 115, 118 a share right now. But again, they're not 20 some dollars. They're not under 100. DBX should be at least 100. This is crazy. So there's an entry point for you on the DBX. Still, again, it's still there in the price range that anyone can afford. And you can just sit back. So the only option with DBX, and there we go, I guess 3 days ago, spending $165 to acquire DocSend. That's cool. I like that. DocSend, that bolsters them. Again, there's no reason these guys should be under 60 or under $100 a share. So just sit back and relax. Buy now, chill out, wait 2-3 years. You're in the growth. Nokia and AT&T just became partners on their 5G. Don't forget PSEC pays every month. Hey, you want 9% on your money? We got the best of both worlds in this one. 9% on your money. And the stock price has increased over the year. It was like $4, ladies and gentlemen. And at that point, we were getting like 15, 16. We still are getting 15, 16% on our money from last year because they give us dividends every month. Basically, 1% on our money every month comes in dividends because we invested last year when it was $4. All right. So, and now not only did we get the dividend at 15%, 16%, we also got the appreciation of 72% increase, which is this is remarkable. I never thought it was going to increase even a difference of 10 to 15% maybe. But this thing about almost doubling, I didn't see that coming. I have to admit, I was just happy with the 15, 16% dividend I was getting. I didn't care. As long as they were issuing the dividend is all I cared about, because they are Prospect Capital. They're in real estate. And we know real estate can be fickle, especially when there's a pandemic and stores are closing, restaurants are closing, commercial buildings are closing. Everybody's doing Zoom. So once again, Tony Woodson, what's up, bro? Tony Woodson, welcome to the Monday Night Live Stream. Checking in luxury cars and homes to my people on the come up. Just showing my unwavering support for you and your channel. Much love and success. Tony W. in the Chi. All right, Tony W. in the Chi-Town. Thank you so much, man. And I salute you for being here on a Monday Night Live. And I thank you so much for your unwavering support, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Roblox, undervalued. Exactly. Box. Oh, wait, what was that? Box? Maybe a play. Octa is a play. I like Octa. We're going to look at Box too. Octa, but again, Octa, this is again, they're at 200. Another cloud storage company that has saw its price increase year over year. Look at this, 123. It's almost double. It did double until the latest dip. Octa's cloud. DBX should be there too. All right, and Box, in fact, he's right. Octa is, here's Box. They're in the 20s. So take your pick, DBX or Box. That's the question. And right now I'm going with DBX. But Box is another company, cloud storage, which I'm not really familiar with. And Octa went down so much that it's worth it. Yep, there's ChargePoint. And Blink bounced back 4% today. Yeah, I expect that to happen. In fact, I haven't even checked them out. Let me go see what their prices are. CHPT 24. Okay, they're still within range. They're still in range. I like that. I'm liking this. They drop back down. They're in range, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. My dollar cost average is below $25, but it's hard to pass up buying some more when you know that ChargePoint is who Tesla uses to put up their charging stations, and you know Tesla's making their vehicles cheaper, and so therefore there's going to be more sales, and now they have the switchback charging stations to go with them. So now they have more vehicles that they'll be able to charge. So this $24 price, $25 price is still cheap. That's incredible. But I might have to buy some more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being here, because it's another Monday night and we've been in 2 hours. We hit the limit for the Monday Night Live. So please smash that like button. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. And I want to thank everybody who gave the donations tonight. Chap and John Ruck, thank you so much for your donations. I really appreciate it. The members of the channel with the icons next to your name, I really appreciate your support as well. And everybody else watching the channel and subscribing to the channel, I appreciate your support. Now, with that support comes a little bit of something else, trying to help out your fellow man. So please share the videos, because there are a lot of people that may look at the video and say, these people have lost their mind. Then some people are looking at it going, hey, wait a minute, they might be saying something here. So you never know whose life you might change. And just a little video or just a little bit of information can do the trick. So I want to thank everybody for being here once again. All right. And thank you for watching. And by the way, I guess I should show this again. This is a hoodie, CEO of My Life hoodie. All right. It's the new ones. Okay. And I even have a ladies shirts for this one where you have the shorter cut sleeves, but it's the t-shirt. All right. I'll be unveiling those in another video because I rarely do the SSN merch video of any sort, but we do have merch, ladies and gentlemen. All right. You might see some of it scrolling down on the merchant bar through, I can't remember the Teespring. And so it only shows a couple of things like no fear. And then you have to scroll through and it'll be emerging millionaire. But we have other merch like this CEO of my life, because that's what you want to be. All right. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why we talk about assets. That's why we talk about investments. Because if you keep doing this hand-to-hand combat where you're working for all your money, you're going to keep working for the rest of your life. Because otherwise, you're not going to be making money while you sleep. And that's what you need to start thinking about and what you need to do. And the only way you can do that is you're going to have to risk your money and invest in something. If you lose, so be it. But again, you guys have heard me talk about this before. When you buy a refrigerator, you don't count that as losing. When you buy an air conditioning unit after another one broke down, you don't count that as losing. When you have to get your AC unit, your heater unit serviced, you should be getting it serviced, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, once a year. You're not looking at that $75 or $100 as a waste of money. When you're out eating, buying Starbucks or combo meals, you're not thinking that's a waste of money, right? So why then do you think about when you invest in stocks that if you lose money, that it could be a waste of money? What's the difference? Just change up where you're spending your money. Instead of going out to buy a bigger TV, spending that extra $800 or $1,000, whatever it is, put that in the stock market. Maybe you'll get lucky. But is it really luck? When you know that electric vehicles are coming, shouldn't you be in the EV market? Artificial intelligence is coming, shouldn't you be in AI stocks? When you know marijuana is coming because 5 states decriminalized it? Is it really lucky when you know this is going to happen? It's going to be a thing. Shouldn't you invest in it now? Yes. 2 years, 1 year, 3 years from now, when it's doubled or tripled, was it luck? No. Right? So think about it. Take a risk. It's always a risk, ladies and gentlemen. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Get your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.